Welcome to another episode of People's Mike. I am Jimmy People.
Right.
We have nothing to talk about now. We talked about it all.
Yeah,
we got a podcast. Introduce yourself. What you say? Tommy Dangerous here.
All right.
Tommy Dangerous here. That's how you say it. Tommy. All right. Introduce yourself.
So I'm Jordan Rosengarten, personal trainer, stand-up comedian.
I am Sadra Azizi, a hopeful stand-up comedian, current doctor.
You're a comic.
I'm
a
a
comedian.
comedian.
You've gotten better. You've gotten better since you've been just around.
All thanks to this.
Like you had a dope set yesterday. It was like, I mean, the growth. It's just like
you have to become a better liar like me.
Yeah, fucking
you've been doing this for a while.
When I found comedy, and I was like, just lie, and I'm like, that, yeah. That's what it do.
I was jealous of people that could do that, just like flat out just bullshit and get their way.
Bullshit.
I wish I had that skill.
But my dad, I was thinking last night that I learned a lot of shitty lessons from. Yeah, close that. You can close that. He taught me lessons out of bad situations. What was I just about to say? Fucking
I don't know.
Fuck! I lost my thought.
I can't help you here, man.
Fuck!
Is your dad still around?
Yes, he's in Georgia somewhere.
Somewhere.
He's somewhere. We don't know. But what the fuck?
He was life lesson.
I said bullshitting skills.
BSing. Yes.
That's a dad. Don't bullshitter was one of my
favorite.
Like when he first said it to me, and I was like 5 or 6. I'm like, what does that mean? And then not realizing what kind of life he had or what he'd been through to go up to that moment.
Right.
And then you grow into it and be like, oh, I get it.
Right.
When parents say like certain phrases that they say when you're a kid and you're like, I don't even know what you're fucking talking about.
Right. If he's saying don't bullshit a bullshitter, how full of shit was he?
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then now all the shit that was like, oh, he did this to my, and he did that. And he was like, he was the king of bullshitting, but then I have become... Like he hasn't he rose to a level, but I have like the job of a child is to either honor thy father and mother or destroy their legacy.
Right.
So
right. It is amazing that we always take the worst aspects of our parents.
Yeah. We're just dope. What are you eating?
I'm eating a little bit of everything here. So we got some chicken, rice, and mixed veggies.
You made that yourself?
I did. I made it in a crock pot. I just discovered the crock pot. Do you guys know crock pots?
I know of.
Yeah. I
don't cook. So.
Yeah, I think that's like being. I think
it's not cooking.
It really is. It's. I'm the laziest person in the world. So if I was able to do this shit, that means that it's really easy. So crock pot's a slow cooker. Yeah. You throw all the shit in there. You put it on like medium, and you wait 6 hours. And when you come home, everything's just done.
Yes, I did.
Makes like a stew.
So what if you forget and you get home in like
your
8
house
to
is
9
on
hours?
I hate leaving shit on.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm for the hood. So you turn shit off because there's shorts. You come home, the whole project's on fire.
Right.
Not right. I know.
Well, my servant usually turns it off.
He was like, I can relate. He was like, yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
All 10 of them.
Well, you don't have a servant. Okay.
No, I don't. Wife. Tommy, you're embarrassing me. You look like a guy.
You wanted to agree with
me. Because yesterday I was angry that because I hate eating out, but I don't like carrying my food with me. Like I don't carry snacks and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you eat in this city as a comic and as a fitness guy?
Yeah, you take all your shit with you, honestly.
Without spending an arm and a leg.
Well, before I was doing all this meal prep stuff, I would honestly be ordering Seamless and ordering like the healthy versions of what I would make.
White guy, I need a black guy.
I know.
I need a black guy who knows that he needs to be thrifty. Like,
yeah.
He's like, I ordered Seamless. I didn't even.
There would be a bunch of KFC buckets,
Wow. I didn't catch that after. If you weren't here, I would have caught that. I was like, maybe you just eating KFC. But then I was like, oh, that's a black joke. That's a black joke. God damn. They're going to find this on Twitter. You know?
Oh, shit.
They're like, yeah, remember when Jordan made them?
You can't fire me. I'm unemployed. It's going to be real easy. It's going to be real easy to destroy my career. But in all seriousness, I do meal prep, and I'll bring this really, really douchey little bag. It's made from 6-pack bags. They don't pay me, so whatever. But it keeps everything nice and cool, and I bring it around, and I'll eat chicken cold. It's fine. Yeah. But that's the real way to do it. Is you got to have it on you, cause especially like days like today where it's snowing and shit, and you don't know when you're gonna be able to get out and this and that. Any moment I have, you see what I'm doing right now, just to be able to down some food. It's good because what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna end up like, adding up all the cravings throughout the day, and then when you get home, you're just gonna eat the worst shit. Okay. So that's what I was doing. That's kind of what I do now. But yeah, I mean, it's easier now that it's part of my daily routine, but it's not like, oh, how do you do that? It's like, I don't know. It's just how you do anything. Program to do it. And this is the only thing I do. I don't work. I barely work. I mean, I don't have a life, Yeah. It's like my life consists of lifting weights, telling a couple of jokes, and eating food. It's a couple of things I've been down to.
You're a breath of fresh air because that's I love hearing shit like that. It was like, this is my life. I just fucking lift and then
I mean, it is
eat good food. Yeah. And they're like, what do you mean you lift? Like, you lift what?
Yeah, no, it's weird though because I started off like when I was a kid. Like if I ever thought I would be that dude, I mean, if I looked at myself as a kid, like, who the fuck is this douchebag? Yeah. Because I was a nerdy kid. I love comic books and and all that stuff. And I was actually dyslexic when I was younger, so I gravitated towards comics because of pictures. Mm-hmm. But I guess it's subconsciously you're thinking like really jacked, superhero dudes. I'm like, I gotta look like that. So over time, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get rid of this fat belly because I was a fat kid.
I never wanted to be the I like the idea of Superman, but I never wanted to be the biggest guy. I like Daredevil. I like the guys that are still agile and that Well,
also Daredevil has like something to overcome. Like he's blind and like
he has disability.
Right. You gotta have struggle.
Yeah, struggle.
Superman's got kryptonite, but again, that was just a tactic to make him less powerful.
I can't wait till they make Black Superman. That's gonna be. I hope he still has a white girlfriend,
right?
Because that's the black man's kryptonite.
You won't even have to use his fist; just whip his dick out.
They're gonna have so many writing room. Yeah. Like we need to go back and rewrite this. There's so many Black Superman. Oh, so good. Do you work out?
I do.
In fitness, you're pretty solid.
I work out 3 times a week for about 6 minutes a day.
What?
I know
What is this?
It's just good genes.
What is this you speak of? Did you see his body jerking? He's like, what?
I got the same reaction.
When you hear some shit, you reject it. He couldn't even help it. He was just like, his muscles flexed. He was like, what?
I know it's fucked up, but yeah. Mondays I'll do
sex. What is happening?
No, not even. Just Mondays chest and back. Tuesdays buys and tries. And Wednesdays, if I feel like it, a little bit of legs, a little bit of shoulder.
Nice. That's good that you got like the bro split. Yeah,
that's it. 6 minutes a day, just like 2 sets of each until like I'm kind of sweating.
Yeah,
and then that's it. Still have a 6-pack. Still, everything
6
works.
Minutes. Yeah. You have like a home gym or something?
No, I use the hotel gym when I'm in Iowa, or I use my building's gym when I'm here.
How you feel about that?
Home gym, huh? What would you? I love when you catch me when I'm just spaced out.
Yeah, because you're still rejecting it. He's like, 6 minutes.
Jimmy, I feel like I'm at school right now. You just caught me at a moment.
Yeah. Jordan, how do you feel?
Look, I'm a true comic. I don't listen to other people. Okay,
I don't. Hey. That's why I keep you close. I don't listen either. I know people by their bits. That's it. Oh, that's the mom's nipples bit. Yeah.
No, you know what's really amazing though? Like, if I, not to say that you're starting off, like you're in amazing shape, but like if I were to like, if that was what I was doing when I first started off, if I looked like this, I had that kind of genetics, like I'd probably be fucking Mr. Olympia right now because like, you're like 10 years of training, lifting, taking everything under the sun, like to get ahead, and then it's like you look pretty damn good, but there are guys who literally come out of the womb. And like my brother, for instance, I mean, we should have the same genetics, but he doesn't go to the gym and he's ripped. Yeah. He doesn't eat anything, but like he's not big, but he's got 6-pack. It's well defined, just like insertions. Like you look at this dude, you're like, if you put on some muscle, like a lot of fucking muscle, you can win a competition.
Yeah. Here's my issue with it though, is like, at least for me, I mean, you had the whole super hero idol to aspire to. For me, I never had that. For me, it was just like academics.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, I got to work out to get chicks. But then I realized like I'm not getting any chicks by being jacked. So I was like, fuck this shit, man. What am I doing this for? Like I just never. I do it literally as a chore. It is not fun for me. I hate working out.
Really?
If I didn't have to do it ever again, I would. I only do it for just health and just a chore reason.
Why do you feel like, chicks weren't like, because I find the same thing, but why do you think they don't respond so well? Like, when you're more confident and big, how can you feel like it's a turn off for them?
I wouldn't say it's a turn off. I just noticed that whether I had put on 15 pounds of muscle or I hadn't worked out in a while, like my success rate was literally the same.
Same, right? Yeah, it's amazing. 20 pounds ago, I was getting the same amount of girls as now, and I think there is a diminishing returns because I'm trying to compete next year. So as I get closer to that size, it actually becomes more of a turn off because they'll see in my photos two really unattractive things: comic and bodybuilder, and because they just imagine like, all right, all the stereotypes, douchebag, dumb. That's right. But like all these things. So I do think that there is diminishing returns. But you're right. Like I think girls focus on stupid things like personality and
they like it when you're good. What's up?
I just think that there's a woman here now. You can let her answer. Yeah. But I think there are women that are really into like guys with big muscles.
Yeah.
And that's what they love. And then there's all the other women who like will take that if that's what's available or like if they're interested in that, but they don't really. It's not about the muscles. Whereas like there's the women out there who are like it's all about the muscles. You know what I mean? So it's like that's a very small percentage. It's like guys that love fat women. They're like, wow, we love fat women, But then it's like,
right?
Not everybody loves fat women,
Yeah, I mean, listen, the girls who generally like what happened?
Doug said that we got a woman in the room now.
Oh, that's not a woman. Oh. Wow.
It's one of those things. It was one of those things I was hoping Jimmy didn't point out, but he did.
I had to.
Can we let this go?
Looks like a woman.
I wonder why more queer people don't do
Fuck! Well, fuck Doug up. Fucking Doug. God damn it.
But anyway, but like the thing is, like a lot of the women or people in general who are like attracted to guys who are, I just don't like them because like I don't want to date someone who's a bodybuilder because I want a normal person. I'm like I'm doing the weird thing. Like you don't have to do that shit too.
Opposites attract.
Really? Yeah, exactly.
I want to be two lions in the gym.
Really?
I'd get jealous when I see couples in the gym and we ain't got to work out the whole time together, but come check in with me and then go do your own thing and then come show off. Make sure
I don't know. To bring my girl to the gym with me so she can see other guys who are potentially in better shape. I don't know. I mean, that's just.
That's why you gotta be the hardest worker.
I wanted to bring. I wanted to bring.
I drag my knuckles when I come in the gym. I come in, go to the deadlifts.
And then you go home. You both talk about what you cooked and ate and lifted that day. It's like I just kill myself.
I don't know.
It's like how much did you bench today?
And maybe from the outside looking in, I think that's what I want. But then when it happens, I'll be like, maybe I don't want this.
Right.
I like when they mirror hustle too. When I'm working out, and then you're like, you can see them in the mirror, and they're trying not to look.
I know, dude. You know how when I go on a date, do you know how relieving it is to hear about like office politics from a girl? Like when I'm on a date, I'm like, wow, you're in an office. It's a normal life. Like you do things that I don't. Like if she was like, yeah, well today I deadlifted. Just get the fuck away from me. I hear this all day long. I don't want to hear this shit. I want to hear it.
I can see you getting bored of that.
Yeah.
But I can see you getting bored of talking office shit.
True, but it's different.
Yeah. But when you were single, you didn't like meeting like hot doctors and like talking about
I didn't. So don't let my girlfriend throw you off. Like I dated ugly women. I shouldn't even say date. Like she's my first girlfriend. Like I can't remember how many years, but like I don't get pretty women.
Things. I'm
just telling you the truth.
Like I crush,
and that was before the mustache.
They don't know you don't crush.
The crazy hair.
They don't know you don't crush.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I wasn't crushing it. I'm just saying
all you need is one home run to be a home runner.
True,
right?
But like he was saying, he's like
I don't know what that means.
He was like, oh, I wanted to just like work out and like diminishing returns, blah blah blah. I was noticing the same thing with like or how women are interested in personalities. It's true. It's like it didn't matter pre-doctor, post-doctor. Like I didn't notice any change in like success rate. I guess I don't know. It just was.
Again, it's just we look at different things, man. It's when you go on a date with somebody, right? Like yeah, the visual thing, that's the first thing you know, sure. But that goes away real fucking quick, you know? And someone opens their mouth and it's just a bunch of stupidity coming out. that thing goes down real fast, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's you know, whatever.
But even just like first impression, so you take a Tinder profile, right? Like I would expect my match rate to be way higher. Just on paper, I sound like a catch. Not ugly, not disgusting looking, and great career, right? So that alone, I should be getting, in my opinion, a lot higher success rate.
They judge your pictures.
I guess, because other than that, because I would understand if they got to know me, like, all right, this guy's fucking weird. Like, I don't want to talk to him. But like, not even getting the first impression out the way, I was like, what am I doing wrong?
I had somebody revamp my pictures, and then my success rate went fucking.
Wait, was this a comic that did your pictures?
No, so for a personal trainer, I wouldn't.
No, I know. There's a woman comic who like took a bunch of pictures of you, and they're really good. So I was wondering if that was.
Did they mess with the saturation?
No, they just changed. Who? No. After that, she just went in. She's like, "Hey, change this. Put this first." No Photoshop. Just regular pictures, just the action pictures. You put the right ones first, and then she told me which ones to put, and then girls were like, "Yeah, bang, 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 bang." Fucking.
It's not even the quality of the photo. Sometimes as guys, we're thinking like, yeah, this Jack photo, I'm flexing the mirror. That's going to get the girls.
They were like, nope.
Yeah.
No, they want to see you with a dog. They want to see
I had a picture of me with a penguin. I had a picture of me with some friends. Athletic pictures.
I used to get, I'm taping this. I used to get so much sympathy pussy off of just saying my dog died a year ago. He died at the end of last year. Oh, you want to hang out?
How many dogs do you have to kill for that?
Just for that, just for one over and over and over. It's the same dog. He died last year. He's like, well, how's your dog? He died last year. I don't even know his real name.
You want your average to go up more? Hold a baby.
Oh,
get a friend's baby.
No, I don't think that works. I don't think it works because they'd be like, "Oh, you have a kid?"
Unless
she has a kid.
It's different when you're white.
And it has to be a cute kid.
I always say it's my nephew.
Yeah,
it's my nephew. You know,
you got to write that in because they're like, "Oh, he has kids." Press that again. Don't touch it. I don't trust it.
But they commonly do write that, like, not my kid, not my kid.
You should get a dog bowl and write a name on it, like an old dog bowl.
R.I.P.
Yeah, put a bunch of dirt and dust on it. Right. Keep this. I saved this.
Or you could use the same logic for the dogs that usually.
There's a ASPCA truck before the Niagara, Mike, on Saturday. And sometimes I go there and hold the dogs, try to take pictures. I was like, that is a landmine. Like they're not utilizing. There should be a line of guys outside of that truck just holding dogs up.
It's not a bad idea.
I tell people, go to the ASPCA. One picture, your first picture, hold a dog. Like, yeah, me and my buddy. I don't know.
I never had a dog, so I can't even.
Really?
I'm going to try that bit again today.
I said something. I don't know how to. What the fuck did I say? I said I wanted to make 30. I wanted to make $30,000 a month with this podcast. That's a goal.
Okay.
With this, but then I felt like Sadra was laughing at me. Like I was walking home, I was like, I wonder how much he makes a month. and is that a reasonable number?
I mean, you would have to pull crazy viewers to get.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I know it is.
$360,000 a year.
I know. Don't do the math. I know what I want.
Because I have just under 11,000 YouTube subscribers. My podcast episodes haven't done great, but even just that, even if I did monetize, I would probably pull in like $10 maybe.
Yeah, it's so fucking hard.
You're way off.
Damn it.
So I like to make $30,000 a year. Let's start with that. I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah, no, I need a month. It's it'll come.
But yeah, I mean, if you keep at it, consistency is the key. Sponsors, other shit.
It's coming. I need to upgrade little things. I want to get good at doing, making it shitty, and then flip it and make it better. You know, hit the production. It's gonna get a
lot of CG and stuff. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, all of that. What are you watching right now?
Netflix. I just finished the Ted Bundy 3-part documentary.
Did we talk about that the other day? I think we did.
Oh yeah. What about you? What are you watching?
I tried to watch Ocean's 8 4 times.
Is that the one with all the girls?
Yeah, I was in it for Aquafina. I can't get into it. I really wanted to finish it to talk about it, but I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah, I mean, this is. It's always an easy thing to go after, like, oh, why do they have to make this version all women? But the truth is, like, as an idea itself, I think that could be interesting for some like films. Like, let's do the female version of this. Yeah. Like, so I'm not going to hate on it but like, they always fuck it up.
Yeah. What if they made a female version of 300? Would you go see it?
It depends if it was done well, man. Like honestly, like it would have to be accurate for the time, or like the thing is,
300 women and just like
well, they couldn't even get 11 women. So it's gonna be like
God
300.
damn it.
Just be 3.
There is a way to make awesome women like characters, like Alien,
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Like, there's a way to do it. It's just
What's funny is that when there wasn't pressure in Hollywood to do it, they did it better.
Yeah.
Like in the 80s, like you had such amazing women characters and like badass fucking women, but like no one was really calling for it. But when they came out with it, like Sarah Connor, nobody forget, and like no one says that's a great woman character. They're just like, that's a fucking badass character.
Yeah.
Like as a dude, I would be that chick. Like that's.
I just saw Alita too. Alita was dope.
Was it good?
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Until the end, like
that's also James Cameron.
You ever James Cameron?
He produced it. Yeah.
Was that James Cameron? Yeah, James Cameron and Robert
Rodriguez. Yeah, he directed. Yeah.
They they do this thing where it feels like they ran out of movie, and then they're like, hey, no, we're making a sequel, but it felt like they didn't know where they were going.
They wanted to like leave it open so that
it felt. I think that's what most sequels are. It's like we don't know how to end this movie, or
hey, we got to cash in.
Yeah, you didn't get the head bad guy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It kind of left you hanging, and she's just skating around mourning her.
Was there an after credit scene like Marvel movies?
I didn't wait. I was like, I'm done.
Right.
And I bootlegged it, so I don't think they. It's not even out yet.
Right.
I shouldn't even. Whatever. I'm going to jail.
You got your screener, yeah.
It's just this robot running around trying to fuck, and I feel like they're. And this is the way I watch movies. They're trying to desensitize us to a certain subject.
Yeah.
So now it's just fucking sex robots. I feel like that's because everything she was interested in, she like moaned about it. She was like, "Oh, I want to kill a bunch of people." She's like, I was like, "Why is she moaning right now? Like, we could watch a movie." And then she was looking for a boyfriend, and then no humans wanted to fuck her. And then she found a boyfriend. And she was like, "Can you get a robot fall in love with a human?" And Dad was like, "Well, does a robot love a human?" Some bullshit.
Right.
She tried to fuck, and her. I'm telling you, the whole movie.
Were they making like an analogy to like race and stuff like that? Is that where they're
No, just fucking robots.
Okay.
Yeah, she had a sexy. She because they thought she was a kid at first, so they give her a kid body, and then she got a new body.
Yeah.
And the body changed to her mind, and so she had tits and like perfect 70s boobs.
I mean, you're selling this to me.
Yep, and I'll watch it again. I mean, I'm gonna go see it again anyway.
Hollywood should have you review every fucking movie because everyone got to say, "Yeah, so there are tits in there."
Yeah, there's tits and it's sexy. Yeah, big
like,
eye.
What movie are you talking about?
Big eye cyborg fucking robot.
Yeah.
And it's yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds like 5 stars to me.
Yeah.
I'm still not gonna watch it.
No,
But thank you.
you should. I thought it was gonna be bigger than what it was. It was dope. It was cool. It's not. It's a $5 Tuesday movie. That's gonna be my review. Would I go see it on the date on Friday? No. Would I just pay $5 and try to see it for free? Yes.
Yeah, I hear
I
that.
think movies are the worst date idea ever.
What?
Hey, nice to meet you. Would you like to stare this way?
Yeah,
for 2 hours
and not speak to me. I just want your company. But I don't give a fuck.
Interesting.
I don't want to.
I think a better first date idea, stand-up comedy night. Because you get to see what they laugh at. You get to know them a lot better.
That's usually second.
If you're not a comedian,
I see how cool she is. On my level of cool is if she actually comes to the movie on Tuesday. Some girls be like, "You want to meet before you creep," or they're like, movies are weird. But some girls are like, we'll talk all the way up to it, and it feels like we know each other, and then we'll go to movies and have fun.
Interesting.
You know,
Bring her to a really cheap restaurant just to see how she reacts.
I try.
I never do dinner.
I take her a Crown fried chicken, and
once she's okay with that, then I say, "Just kidding, this is a setup," and we go to the next one.
I heard Bill Cosby used to do that. He used to dress poor, and then
that's all he did.
Well, we'll talk about dad like that. Fuck. A couple other celebrities. Red Fox, I think, used to do that.
Oh, yeah.
He's dead. So you can't talk about him. You just dress poor and then date girls. And then
is that right? It's hilarious.
That's what I like that level. And then have the Lamborghini out
right
in the back.
It's smart though, because
I don't give a fuck.
If they're still cool with you, then and then you bring the toys out, and they're like, all right, that makes them stay.
I never had the gold digger issue, so I never hid anything about myself.
Never either.
And it still wasn't working. So
if she's a cool girl, she's cool.
Right.
You know, it's a, you know, you can kind of tell. You just you choose to ignore the signs. I feel like, you know.
Well, if you're lonely, I guess.
And you got money.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You the only one that knows that problem.
I don't though. I tried to join gold diggers just out of pure loneliness.
Just to see, just dropping off $100 bills.
So how much money do you make a year? Go.
I make a fuck ton. That's
how many zeros?
A lot of zeros. And that's only working half the year. Right?
he was like,
I'm gonna start twitching. You see him convulsing on the floor.
I mean, it was a long time coming though. It took me 31 years to get there,
but you got there.
But I got there. So yeah,
fuck,
feels good. Because I knew as a poor kid, I was like, I don't want this stench of secondhand garage sale clothes ever again. What do I do? And that was like my driving force.
Fuck.
But now I'm on the other end. It's like no one cares.
Once you get there, that's the scary part. Once you get there, it's like nobody gives a shit. Only you care. That was your problem that you drag around. Like,
look what I accomplished. I was like, what the fuck is this guy? Because they don't see, especially you guys. Like you guys just met me now.
Yeah, you don't see the struggle.
You know,
where do you get like your work ethic from? From like your parents or whatnot?
Yeah, pretty much. And also, I think I'm probably on the spectrum. I think.
Okay.
I think because I'm reminding myself of things I used to do as a kid. Like I would go to the bathroom in first grade and just like start screeching if I saw a kid under the bathroom stall, and then the teacher would come and drag me out by the ear out.
Kid under the bathroom.
Well, just using the stall. And I start shrieking.
I was gonna say if he's underneath there, I would screech too. Taking a peek.
Yeah, I'm just being goofy, and I'm like picturing the current generation. I'm like, dude, there's no way I wouldn't be put on pills. Like given the current climate of like ADHD.
Right.
They didn't know shit about it.
Yeah,
they put me on a shitload of pills. I think if they had it, I probably would be, no joke, like more successful. They put me on like Adderall, and they put me on like all these Neurontin because like I was like overactive. I couldn't sit in a chair,
right? Which
is why probably I related to like working out and bodybuilding and sports like that. But because like that's constantly moving and stuff like that. Being in a class, being able to focus. Fuck that.
See, I could focus. Like people tell me all the time, like, dude, for example, people will give me the simplest task in my head, and I'll do it. And it's like, oh, okay, is that really all you want me to do? I'll do it. And they're like, holy shit, man, that was awesome. You fucking did what I asked you to do. And it started to dawn on me once I started to have to give other people instructions, and they wouldn't do exactly what I asked them to do, which in my head was so simple. Yeah. And it dawned on me like, oh, I guess I have this special talent to like follow directions. Yeah, right. I don't know, that's weird, but.
I think everyone is just very stupid. You can just, you're smart. That's it.
Yeah,
you're
smarter than most people.
You're smart and...
I never put that together until very
I was
recently.
faster than most people. So we don't have the talent. I just ran straight ahead, fast as shit. No hand-eye coordination. I couldn't catch a ball.
Did you look at it the flip side of that you're just shit at explaining stuff?
It's possible. It's possible. Because if it's so simple in my head, I could be like, hey, go do X.
Yeah.
You know? It's very possible. But I don't know. I've heard it enough times now where it's like, if I found, like medical training is a perfect example. Because you start off at the lower end of the totem pole. They tell you what to do and you just do it. They don't expect you to make decisions for yourself. Wow. And I was doing everything they asked me to do. And then every week, month, quarter, whatever, they're like, dude, you really got this down. I'm like, I literally just did what you told me. And then I rose up in the totem pole, and then I start giving the youngins things to do, and then I'm like putting out all these fires because they just can't handle it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so weird. And they all did better on me on the exams. Granted, I didn't study. That was stupid.
So I used to think I was like you. Like, yeah, I'm just not going to study. I'll do great. And I did so bad. No. And then I studied, and I did so bad. No. I'm not smart.
I didn't study. I knew I was going to do bad. This is going to be bad. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but...
If either way it's going to go bad, let's just take the studying out of it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I definitely don't respect academia as much as I used to. Because that was all I was raised with. It was like, oh, you do well in school, you're going to succeed.
Right. There was I didn't know that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and nobody knew what that was.
Yeah, because no one would teach you.
It was like, you do this, do
Who are you
this.
going to go to?
Just
guidance counselor? Your guidance counselor.
They didn't know. They didn't have a business plan for anything I wanted to do.
Right.
You know?
It is amazing when I go to an open mic, though, and I barely graduated high school, and then someone who has like 3 degrees is sitting right next to me. I'm like, hey, we end up in the same place.
It's true, man. And I'll tell you, I've met. So I'm an MD, just straight up, just doctor, right?
Okay.
But there are special doctors that do an MD PhD. So you think, oh shit, they did all this extra learning and education, and they are super brilliant. But in practice, like in real time medicine, every MD PhD I've ever worked with sucks ass.
Is that right?
They're so bad. Just
like how so?
Just like they get overwhelmed by like an extra task instead of like, do XYZ, check this lab, check this X-ray, and then do this based on the results, and they'll freak out. Just like the most craziest shit I've ever seen. But like it's all a mentality thing. It's like some entrepreneurial spirits are built to handle this. Like I can't handle certain things that other people could, but I could fill out bubbles on an exam sheet, or I can handle patients. Like I can put pieces together and be like, okay, that's what's wrong. This is what we got to do, and then just but. Just their brains just work very differently, regardless of the degrees. What you think. So that's another thing I appreciate. Is like it doesn't matter the education. Everyone like has an intellect for something different. Yeah.
Did you build like models as a kid? Like were you good at that or not really?
Like Legos? Or?
No, like so my brother, he's also like on the spectrum and like he's a very smart guy. But as a kid, he would build like these amazing models and shit. And I would just break them, but like he did it overnight. Like he would even take 2 model kits and make a new thing. And like that's like
I'm not.
Okay.
No.
So on that level you weren't okay.
No.
That's curious.
No, I was just a big goofy fucking retard. Just like said dumb shit and.
Yeah, but you clearly weren't. Like you played that, but you are very smart.
Yeah, smart.
Come on, you're downplaying it.
You got something. Yeah, you.
I can. See, I hate that word smart because smart implies like you have this.
I guess like a medical degree or something.
Smart means like you save lives.
Well, you have to realize how many idiot doctors I've met. Where like even just their charting, I read it, I'm like, how the fuck did you go to medical school? It's like, it makes no sense. So I don't know.
And it's not only that, but it's like intelligence is very different from having a capacity to like remember things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Right.
So it's like everything is in the textbook. You know what I mean? So if you write it all out, then you can remember it, and you can regurgitate it on the test, and then you're a doctor.
Right. But then when it comes to like actually putting in problems in the real world, it's like, where's the multiple choice? You know.
And there's even doctors, you hear about this all the time, where it's like people will go into a doctor with a problem, and the doctor will be like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. Right. And then they have to go to like 6 different doctors to finally find out what's actually wrong with them. Because doctors are dumb.
And they're lazy. A lot of them are fucking lazy as shit.
Yeah, they're pretty stupid. Yeah. A lot of them. A lot of them are.
What's dumb is when I go to a doctor, I'm telling him what to look for and do. And, he's got these degrees, and I'm telling him what blood work to run and stuff like that. Most of them, they don't want to hear from you. Like, they want to show how smart they are rather than try to solve the fucking problem.
That's what I've noticed. A lot of them have an ego issue because they don't know anything else. Like, their whole identity, kind of like a recording artist or any kind of artist. Like, if you challenge them or if you, like, downgrade them or tell them they're not funny as a comic or tell them their music is shit, their whole world crumbles because they have nothing else. Their entire existence in this world is like, this is what I was put on this earth to do, and people are telling me it's not good. Right. For a doctor, certain doctors who, like, I do comedy, I do like all this other stuff, so I don't attach myself just to being a doctor. Right. I don't identify. I kind of hate being called doctor, whatever. And but other people are like, nah, I mean, this is who I am. I got this God complex, and don't challenge me. You don't know shit. You're not a doctor. Fuck you. I know better than you.
Right.
I'm not even listening.
It's that open mind.
And it's a very dangerous mentality because you do miss things.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And you're not listening to the patient. Sometimes there's subtle things that they're going to be saying.
Exactly.
And you're just going to be like, nah, don't worry about that. I know what I'm doing. I got this, It's the flu.
I'm never going to a doctor. That's why I work out. I've never said, hey, this feels wrong. Maybe I should go get it checked out. I've never done that. Never.
But then there's people on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, you're the opposite of me. That's
thing.
That's me.
Every day, like, I got to go to the hospital. I was like, and those people fascinate me. Like, how, I don't want to say weak, but I was like, the only time I've been to I don't want to bring it, but I would have to be broken and somebody else has to take me. That's Like, no, you need to go. You're fucking your ass. You're there's something hanging out of your asshole. Right. You gotta go to the doctor. Like
your legs are like right by your side.
Yeah, there could be something hanging out in a string, and I'm just dragging it along. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I can't tell you. Some people, you're just like
a lot of hypochondriacs.
I get both ends of the spectrum. People are like, why the fuck did you wait till now to come? I can't tell you how many wounds and ulcers I've seen filled with live maggots.
Shit.
Just
well,
like,
that's
and they
terrifying.
just wait.
What?
They're like, it'll go away.
I was like, well, we better pray this away. I don't know who's gonna fix this. Shit.
Yeah. The psychology between both is like fascinating. It's like the people who wait that long. It's like their legs swelling up. It's double the size. Like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Yeah. But then on the other spectrum, like, people who nothing interesting has ever happened in their entire life, but they think that they won the lottery and they're going to get the heart attack, you know?
Well, there's also, it's actually there's a certain psychiatric condition where, whether it's based out of loneliness or whatever trauma they're dealing with, certain people will come to the hospital, find out that they get taken care of there.
Oh, right.
And then they're like, I can never leave here. I need to come up with excuses to be sick, or they'll self-inflict wounds to have an excuse to come back to the hospital.
Oh, really?
They need that human interaction and that connection to caring individuals because they don't have that outside of the hospital.
It's a fucking waste of time. Fucking burdens. Honestly, like, the people who are really sick and you're just wasting someone's time.
That's what it is.
And they can afford it, too.
Exactly, right.
A lot of times they can't, but like, what are you going to do? Like, sue them? Like, they don't have any money.
Oh, just leave, right?
Medicare patients.
Send them a check. You know? God damn.
Yeah. It's crazy.
We got to wrap this up. Any questions? I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
Doug.
If a wound is to a point where you got live maggots inside of it, are you going to have to amputate? Like,
not necessarily amputate, but it will probably require an operation to debride and a lot of antibiotics and shit. And luckily, I'm not a wound specialist. I don't deal with that heavily, thank God. But yeah, man, it's bad.
God damn.
And the odor. Holy fuck.
Wow.
Jesus.
Tommy.
Besides here, of course, where's your favorite open mic for both of you?
This is by far my favorite. Oh, besides here?
Besides here. We're not shouting out other shit. Is that what we're doing? No, let them burn. No.
Does Iowa count? Because I've had a great time with it. I work in Iowa. That's where I started stand-up. And they have pretty good crowds.
Where? Des Moines?
No, in Iowa City and Cedar Rapids. So that's where I started comedy. Actually.
Wow.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I typically will do comic strip live.
You have an open mic?
You have an open mic, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gladys runs it there. Yeah,
Gladys.
I'll tell you why. I mean, she gets a lot of shit, but the truth is, she's a very warm person, and it's a good place, especially if you're starting off. You get a lot of support, and it's different. I mean, the audience is different; they're a little bit older, so you're getting kind of like cleaner stuff that I work on there. But it's important too because I think too easily we gravitate towards the dirty stuff just to get a cheap laugh, and there it's just like a bit of a challenge to like make it a little more elevated. So, but
comic strip
live, yeah, I recommend it. But here I can be complete degenerate. So. It works. Yeah.
Are there any late night texts from Gladys?
Oh, I get phone calls, but yeah, we'll keep that off the podcast. those are private for what? Now I'm upset because I thought it was just me, but she's fucking out. She's cheating on me.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
This is the last time, by the way, I'm gonna be on that mic. She's gonna listen to this and like,
yeah, fuck. This podcast ruins careers.
Yeah. Hopefully it starts some. I mean, jeez.
Hey. I don't know about that.
We gotta get you to 30K, baby.
30K has to go. Give it up for them. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Jordan Rosengarten. It's the Rosengarten, not D, motherfuckers.
Okay.
Sadra, Azizi. You can find me Dr. Souls11, SOLES, Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, it's another episode of People's Mic. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, JPeoples TV. We're every day, Monday to Friday at 2:15 for the podcast, followed by the world famous People's Mic. World famous? World famous. They know about it in Pakistan. So every day, Monday to Friday at 3 o'clock. Check us out on Alexa. This is episode 278. And we'll be back tomorrow. Cool? Thank you. Appreciate you.